All right, guys, I am going to give you a look at lesson 2. So the lesson was intended for Monday, August 24th. We had some Canvas issues, so I have extended the lesson we started it on Monday and have continued it today, Tuesday, August 25th. So same information between the two lessons. Depending on the block, what we covered yesterday may have varied from what was covered today. So I'm going to put it all in one go. So this is a student view. I am going to go into modules and take a look at lesson 2. And in lesson 2, we have an entrance ticket. We have a reflection on the guiding questions, going over gist, looking at conclusion, which is another habit of character, an independent assignment, which is a 3-question quiz. I use in air quotes, and independent reading. So let's take a look at the entrance ticket. It is going over the daily learning targets. I can show empathy and respect as I listen to my classmates. I can find the gist of chapter 1 of The Lightning Thief, and I can determine the difference between academic and domain-specific vocabulary. Your assignment for this entrance ticket was to take a look at those 3 learning targets and identify one word that sticks out to you as the most important word within the learning targets and why. So you would simply be clicking at the top here, Submit Assignment, and a text box will appear for you to put your response. What word seems most important to you and why? On the next page, we are simply taking another look at the module guiding questions, discussing why. And those module guiding questions, again, are to guide the entire module study, and we will be able to answer those questions in depth by the end of it. On the third assignment, we are looking at gist and vocabulary. So we watched a quick video to review what a gist is, and a gist is basically the essence of something. So if you were to give somebody the gist of a book you read, a chapter you read, a show that you watched, a movie that you watched, you would be giving a very brief, like, summary review of what happened. So a gist is more concise than a summary or main idea that might take a couple of sentences to multiple sentences to tell. A gist you can provide in 1 to 2 sentences. You could also do a gist almost like a puzzle, limiting it to 20 words. And then I've also given the option of doing a 10 hashtag gist, where you would be using hashtags like in social media to tell the story. Hashtag Percy Jackson is a half-blood, hashtag we don't know what that means, and so on. The other part of this assignment is to choose one of the vocabulary words. We have 2 options here, pulverize and vaporize, and to look up the meaning and then use it correctly in a sentence. So please make sure when you are doing this assignment that you are doing both parts. Also wanted to point out that when we do a gist and vocab assignment, the synopsis of the chapter is also provided to you. So if you need a review of the highlights of the chapter, it has been provided. Again, you would click Submit Assignment at the top to get a text box at the bottom for you to do that part of the assignment. The next thing we have a conclusion where we are bringing in empathy. We also watched a video on empathy to kind of review what that habit of character means. And empathy is where you can share in someone's feelings. It could be positive or negative. It could be sad or happy. Sharing in someone's feelings or experiences. So the questions here ask, how do empathy and respect help you feel a sense of belonging in the classroom, and why is it important for us to feel like we belong? Again, you are going to give a reply down here in a text box. The final part of this assignment is what they're calling a quiz. It is simply a 3-question comprehension check from the first chapter of The Lightning Thief. And then the last thing is for you to read chapter 2 in preparation for our lesson tomorrow.